A surf auction on Sydney's northern beaches, and the boards and memorabilia have brought out a huge crowd, 5 times bigger than the organisers expected. The man behind the auction is Mick Mock. Chinese-born Mick looks more like a Buddhist monk than your typical surfie, but for most of his 40 years, he's had a passion for the surf and sea, kneeboarding and skateboarding. Why did you become a kneeboarder?
Why? Couldn't stand up, that's why.
Actually, Mick's a pretty good kneeboarder. He's usually a mellow dude, but this auction day he's stressed. Waves of collectors and the curious wash through the display. And when the auction starts, there's hardly room to swing a leg rope. Mick has organised this auction of other people's memorabilia, but he's an avid collector himself. He's a surfing magpie, a canny collector with a talent for order and categorisation. How would you describe yourself? Are you obsessed?
I'm obsessed on, say, a soulful lover of it all.
He loves his books as well as his boards. Got some great old books here. Or a better sense of that. Love in the South Seas.
Yes.
You got everything.
That's right.
It's not just about surfing.
No, just right into beach culture and ocean art. Tahiti, I love Tahiti.
Where do you find all these books?
Second-hand stores, thrift shops, markets, council rubbish cleanups, a whole lot.
Have you read them all?
I try to read a lot, but I don't have that much time because I'm always out collecting.
Mick was a qualified furniture craftsman until he became a professional collector and surf promoter. How would your collection rate in world terms?
I've had journalists and curators, etc. They call it one of the best in the world.
Really?
Yeah, because it's really detailed and it's got a vast variety.
Over the years, Mick has developed an expertise to tell the gems from the junk.
It's technically important, but the obvious condition is bad, and it's needing some work. And with a good restorer, you could do something with it.
He's well liked in the surfing community and far more polite and kind than our camera crew.
Hey, you guys, as soon as I met him, I said, John Cusack. What do you guys reckon?
Maybe about 30 years.
Very cheeky, very cheeky. Meanwhile, back at the auction, some vintage boards are going for over $3,500.
$3,610 and selling the Scott Dillon 10-foot Malibu.
There's a big future for surfboards from the past, according to fellow collector Daryl Von Weirdo.
And there's actually a whole new scene happening now of the 70s stuff. Those guys looking for old 20s and single fins. Skateboards are booming at the moment. Any old flex decks.
And what's Mick's reputation with other collectors?
Very nice, quiet, honest sort of a dude. And I mean, we've done some really good swaps together.
Mick hopes to use some of the profits from this and future auctions to set up a surf museum on the northern beaches. If the auction was any gauge, there's plenty of interest in this sort of gear. And maybe Mick the Magpie is just the man to keep it all in order.